Microsoft and Apple are two of the biggest technology companies in the world at this time. There are a few other companies that compare, but I'll talk about that in the presentation. So I'm going to give you a quick shot of the PowerPoint, but I just wanted to fill you in that I have an Apple computer, and unfortunately it's not as easy to put sound to as PowerPoint. So I'll do the presentation this way, and I hope you enjoy it. So here is my opening slide, and you can follow along with the video with the sound for the rest of it. So the background, Apple was founded in 1976 by Steve Jobs, and Microsoft was actually founded in 1975 by Bill Gates. There was controversy between the two, as Jobs thought he hired Bill Gates to create a software exclusively for Apple. The biggest difference between the two in their backgrounds is Microsoft was known for creating a large software, and Apple created software but also created one of the top-notch computers in the world. The biggest difference between the two is that Apple is typically more expensive, but is viewed as savvy and cooler than Microsoft. Both companies have very large followings, but according to USA Today, Microsoft's customers are known to be more loyal. And right now the battle is for the cloud, and at the end of the presentation you'll see who is ahead. Now the idea of this presentation was to compare stock, and Apple's a much larger company. Microsoft's current stock price is $64.71 a share, and Microsoft's is $139.20 a share. Now, Apple is larger and overall growing faster. However, in the last 2 years, Microsoft has skyrocketed, and their overall growth percentage in this short period of time has been larger. Now I have two attached graphs that you can see the overall growth for Apple and Microsoft in the last 10 years, and Apple's is larger in fact. However, if you look at this, in the last 2 years, Microsoft has grown at a larger rate in the last 2 years. So the current company values, Apple is currently worth $570 billion, and Microsoft is currently worth $434 billion. Google is the next company growing to beat out Apple, but I have a feeling that Apple may be encroached on by Microsoft again. Now, these three top companies that I just mentioned, do you notice a trend in all three? The trend may be seen more, as I say, Apple's the largest, Google is next, Microsoft is third, Amazon is fourth, and Facebook is fifth. Can you point out one similarity between those five companies? The most obvious answer is technology. All five of those companies are based on technology and based on growth. Technology is the next best thing, and that is why I chose these two companies to compare. Apple and Microsoft have been battling for a top spot for a number of years, and overall, Apple is winning, and they are significantly a larger company, especially monetarily. But technology is the business of the future, and the best company will always be the one who makes the next biggest move. And that could be Apple, it could be Microsoft, it could be Google, but it could also be the next best thing. And I think technology has totally outdone itself in the last 10 years. In the last even 2 years, it's been remarkable. So, after looking at the stock and looking at the history and all the details that go together, I asked myself who is currently winning, and I used an article from USA Today to show that. Cash and investments, the winner is Apple. Past growth, the winner is again Apple. Performance and expectations, the winner is Microsoft. And the view of the future, which I deemed as the most important, the winner was Microsoft. So with that being said, I'm going to look at the conclusions. And Apple is a larger company, and they have more cash, and they have larger investments. Microsoft is looking towards the future. Microsoft is currently developing the cloud and looking past all of the smartphones that are already here and are already fast and powerful and the best there is. As a business owner, I would choose Microsoft at the moment for the higher value. And I put together my summary of which I thought was bigger. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but the biggest reason I think Microsoft has the bigger value is because they're looking towards the future. And whatever company makes the next best thing will be the biggest technology in this country and also potentially the biggest company altogether in this country. Thank you.